What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna do more of a preaching segment. I got my study Bible from when I was a little kid. It's my same Bible from when I was a little kid. If y'all know, I went to a Baptist. I went to all types of Christian places. I went to Baptist. I participated in Catholic. I participated in Quran. For those of y'all that don't know me, I'm an 18-year-old entrepreneur. My name is WRC Tris on music platforms. I go by WRC Tris on my channels and my music platforms, but y'all can call me Tris. For my family, for those people that know me up here that I call the crew, my family called the crew, y'all can call me Tris. Y'all don't have to say WRC Tris. But my real name is Tristan, and this has been my book since I was a little kid. This is actually the book that I had, I do believe, right before I got my seizures cured. Same church. And you feel me? It's just a blessing that I can even have the same book. So let me go to a random spot. Well, actually, let me start y'all off with just where I usually be at, which is I am right now in the beginning of the Bible, because I'm not going to lie to my audience. I don't be reading my Bible as I should. I read verses, but I don't actually read my physical same Bible. I have multiple Bibles. This one, I don't be reading like that. This is really Sodom and Gomorrah. There's a lot of good lessons in here. It's more about stories, though. I want to go to Psalms. Now, we're going to go to, let's go Psalm 61. Psalm 65:61. Hear my cry, O God. Attend unto my prayer. From the end of earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than me. Then I. That's what it says. Now, when I'm going to let y'all know this, when I read the Bible, I may replace some words. I'll go back and read them and fix them. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. Selah. Now, this verse right here, let me read this again. Hear my cry, O Lord. Some of y'all want God to listen. Y'all say exactly what this man says. Hear my cry. You've been going through so much in your life. You want God to hear your cry. Now, I can tell you, God has already heard your cry thousands and thousands of times. He already has something in plan that you don't understand. God can't work in your life unless you let him work in your life. If you shut him out, he can't do too much. Now, he can work in your life always. Don't never forget that my God is God. He can do anything he wants when he wants to do it. But he gave us free will, and he gave us the option to close our heart to him, and he gave us the option to not do what he says. So when we say, hear my cry, oh God, attend unto my prayer, that's what he says. Attend unto my prayer. Not just hear it, Lord. Do something. Act on it. He's asking for action to be done. And a lot of times people feel like that. A lot of times I feel like that. We pray for things and we don't get it immediately. And that's a problem, because we feel like since God didn't answer us, that God doesn't love us immediately. No. Someone that loves you teaches you lessons, then gives you the reward. You don't just get the reward most times. You have to learn something that can stay in your brain for the rest of your life, or the next situation when that type of situation happens. And then you don't need as much help. You don't need to go and cry and pray to the Lord, because your brain, God already gave you that wisdom. You already dealt with something like that before. So like me now, hear my cry, oh God. I know God hear my cry, and I know he attends my prayers every time. But I used to not know that. Every time you pray, there is a verse in here somewhere in this book that says God promised that every prayer, he made a promise that every prayer that could be done shall be heard. There's not one prayer that is unheard. And that's his promise. That's God's promise. When we make promises, we don't keep them. When God made promises, he keep them always. Ain't one time God ain't never kept his promise. Always kept his promise. So let's go. From the end of the earth, from the end of the earth, from the end of the earth, hell, from the end of the earth, from hell will I cry. Will I cry unto thee? Will I cry unto the Lord? Because this is the end. This earth is poison. This earth is evil. From this place, from this, the end. Not what this verse means doesn't mean just the end of the world. The end of the world meaning the end of all things in the world that God originally had good for it. Because You got to remember, this world was good. The devil came down here, corrupted it, and we helped the devil corrupt it. So now everything in this world has cursed because we got cursed blood in the ground. We got people that died that didn't need to die. All types of things like that happen. For from the end of the earth will I cry unto thee when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock